Carson Call with the heads-up play by Carson Call to recover that fumble. It's still a first down Grizzlies. That's going to end the third quarter. So 43-12 at the end of the third quarter. All Grizzlies at this moment. Grizzlies are going to be looking at 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line.
So Everett put together a nice series of downs, though, their last possession.
They did. They did put down. It was a good possession. They're still 31 points behind, though. So
there was a little craziness going on, but they were able to be successful with it.
They did. They kind of got lucky on that last touchdown play, but Blake Williams looks good out there. I could see him playing college football.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing smart, and he's also very athletic. He's fast, good size. Excellent football player.
I'm sure he's getting some letters right now.
Oh, he's getting some looks. He'll play somewhere. So on the 33.
They're showing at the 34. 1st and 10 Grizzlies. Becerra back to pass. Keeps it around the outside. Maybe gets about 2 or 3 yards before he's taken down.
He's a little disappointed he wasn't able to shake that tackle. Should have been able to stiff one
Pablo
right into the ground.
Yeo on the tackle.
All he needed was one hand on the back of his helmet, and he would have shoved him right into the turf.
I keep thinking if we have a call in, they can put this.
Glacier Peak looking at their watches.
They're kind of taking their time. They're doing a no huddle, but they're kind of burning up as much clock as they possibly can. Becerra shotgun formation. Hands off to Michael Palmer, who's got a big run. First down, Glacier Peak gets about a 6-7 yard run down to about the yard line.
Out of that set, when they have those two running backs cross like that, I can never follow the ball.
I'm having a hard. Well, either could Everett.
Yeah. That's an excellent set and a nice play to run off that. I mean, anybody could have the ball at that point.
Yeah, they do a good job of selling that play.
A bunch of actors.
Becerra in shotgun formation with Palmer behind him. Hands off to Palmer. He's not going anywhere, though.
Right in the
Boy, he's
backfield.
met by about 8 or 9 Everett Seagulls. Michael Letourneau gets him, maybe for even a loss.
That wasn't disguised very well.
No, they didn't sell that one.
No.
Becerra looking at the coaches. They're throwing all kinds of plays at him. Becerra back to pass. Got time. Rolling. Oh, and it's caught. Caught at about the 12, 13 yard line by number 15.
Gain of 8 on the play.
That's Lane Pelon. It's going to be just short of the first down, though. It's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Grizzlies.
Third and about 2.
3rd and 2, they're calling it.
Glacier Peak threatening.
In the red zone here. Glacier Peak needs a touchdown to add another 50-point game. 34, Michael Palmer. First down, Grizzlies. Gets it down to about the 8-yard line of the Seagulls.
They're eating up the clock, too.
They are chewing up clock. Oh, they mark it at the 9. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9 for the Grizzlies.
This is a successful series of downs for Glacier Peak. They're moving the ball successfully, and they're chewing up clock.
Well, that's the enemy of Everett right now is that clock.
Keeper. Not getting it.
Lenny on the keeper, doesn't get much, maybe a yard.
Becerra on the keeper.
Becerra, excuse me. They gave him maybe a yard on that play.
The ball boy with the run to the right.
Second and goal from the 7. 8:35 left. Clock's the enemy right now for Everett. Becerra out of shotgun. Hands off to touchdown. Michael Palmer.
Nice run.
Great run. It's going to make it 49-12, and a successful extra point will give the Grizzlies their a 50-point game for the 6th time this season.
Okay, get out the GP extended roster.
Yes. Okay, we got Branson Corwin on the extra point here.
Helvig's helmet's on.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's in! He's in! It was a botched extra point. Now they ended up getting 2. Branson Corwin picked it up, started running.
That was
botched,
a heads-up play.
and then he just dove into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. That
was something to see.
That was a great athletic play right there.
Can we get an instant replay on that?
Wow, 51-12 Grizzlies, 8:20 left in the game.
Next year, maybe?
Just like that.
You know how cool that would be?
$8:20 left. The clock's going to be the enemy right now for Everett. Well, so the Grizzly offense now is in all of their wins have put up over 50 points in every win they've had this year. So that's their 6th win, and every time they've scored over 50 points.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I mean, they're an offensive machine when they're clicking.
Yeah.
And when they're not, penalizing themselves out of the ball game.
Yeah, well, again, the Mount Vernon game, they had 225 yards of penalties, and and
it's hard to win.
And in addition to that, they had 5 turnovers. Yeah, you're not going to put up 50 points when you've turned the ball over 5 times and get penalized like that.
That game was still fairly close.
It was. Went down to the last few seconds. Okay, Branson Corwin to kick here. Good kick, fielded about the 7-yard line.
Baca,
and he's getting a good run back out to the 30, 32-yard line.
You're staying behind his
AK-47 on the tackle.
Meadowdale now up 28-17.
Meadowdale 28, Oak Harbor 17. So Meadowdale starting to pick up the pace there. This is Logan Coleman for Glacier Peak, a name we haven't called much this year.
This should be interesting. We got a lot of sophomores.
Lots of sophomores
on defense right now.
I'm going to be butchering some names here. Okay, Ayers under center. Still got Blake Williams. Hands off to Blake Williams up the middle. Nothing doing. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. He's met by a sea of sophomores of Glacier Peak.
A bunch of kids to hit you.
Oh, yeah. When you get the sophomores in, they got something to prove. I mean, they want that playing time, girlfriends in the stands, they got all kinds of stuff to prove.
They want the jacket.
They want that Letterman's jacket. Good point, Todd. Problem is the guys never, it's always the girls that are wearing the Letterman's jackets. Okay, Ayers out of the shotgun, back to pass. Throws to complete to Blake Williams. He's running loose. He's gone. He's finding a hole. 30, 25, one man to beat. 10-5, touchdown, Blake Williams.
It's just amazing when he gets
wow.
Like that.
He's putting up some numbers tonight. That's his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Yeah.
That's bringing his season total to 20 touchdowns on the year.
He's got well over 200 yards tonight.
67 yards.
22 touchdowns, maybe.
And remember, that's missing 2 games this season.
Yeah. Can you imagine what he would have done with those other 2 games? Probably would have had about 30 touchdowns on the year. Oh,
Mr.
and,
Garrett says 67 yards on that last carry.
And Everett converts on the extra point.
Is that their first extra point?
Well, it's 51-19. I think they might have been successful on one. No, that's their first one, yeah.
Well, that's because Sean Elledge wasn't in to block it.
That's right. All right, 51-19 Grizzlies, 7:09 left in the game. And the good news for the Grizzlies is you're getting to see some sophomores and some of these faces you don't see too often. So great experience for these kids.
Valuable playing time.
Last game of the season. The other thing is now we're on this collision course with Bellevue next Friday night, and you certainly don't want to get anybody hurt right now. They're going to need all the help they can get for that game.
Yeah, you're going to have to go into a game with Bellevue and try to knock them off their pace, right?
You're going to need to...
You got to throw something strange at those guys.
And they will, too. They talking to coaches today. They weren't going to give them... They weren't giving anybody anything to look at today. They're going to play kind of straight-up defense and not show them anything. So, see what happens next Friday night.
Yeah, they're going to have to go into Bellevue, get them off balance, and try to keep them off balance as long as possible.
Well, all the stars will have to line up correctly for Glacier Peak next Friday night because Bellevue is easily the best team in the state.
They could probably use a little luck too.
They will need that. Okay, kickoff here for Everett, fielded by, who is that? Is that Quentin Dunbar? Number 9, that's Keanu Wong, brings it out to about the 38-7-yard line.
Nice return.
Nice return for the sophomore. He's gotten some playing time this year.
He's gotten some playing time tonight.
Yeah. Okay, so 1st and 10 Grizzlies from about the 37-yard line. The scoreboard says 33, but that looks more like the 37 or 38 to me.
I think they're having that problem you were having earlier.
Yeah, I passed on that problem to them.
It's contagious.
Still got Becerra back at quarterback. Shotgun formation, hands off to Michael Palmer. Palmer's finding a hole. Shakes one, but gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Yeah, he was hitting the backfield, but the guy was unable to hang on.
Second should bring up 2nd and 10.
Jaron Hemmen that hit him in the backfield. Just wasn't able to maintain.
Didn't wrap him up. They're giving him 1 yard. Looks like it's at the line of scrimmage, though. Okay. Becerra back to pass. Oh, incomplete. Looks like Plater might. Who's number 33? Brock Just. Another name we haven't called this year. Good to see these kids getting in. Incomplete. Looks like the Everett guy might have got there just a split second too early, but they're not going to call that at this point in the game.
Yeah, these kind of minutes, this playing time pays off a lot next year.
It really does. Becerra out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Complete to number 19.
He's still up.
Oh, and that's Cody Campo, the 3rd-string quarterback. Haven't really seen him much lately. There's a flag on the play. It's kind of a late flag. Could be a face mask or.
I think that's going to be against Everett.
See what the call is here.
Nope.
Face mask. Yep, it is a face mask.
That's an incidental face mask penalty against Seagulls across the 5.
Should be 5 yards and replay the down.
The ref did an excellent job of marching those 5 yards.
Oh, he meant it. He did it like he.
See him? That was authoritative.
Okay. It's about 3rd and 4 here.
A little bit unstable.
Back to pass and Again, and that's number 19 again. That's Cody Campo. That's going to give him a first down. Good play by Cody Campo. Good to see him getting some time in. Haven't seen much of him.
Cody's off and number 43's on. No, he's in a receiver.
He was. Got Michael Palmer in the backfield, along with 22, Colin Park. Hands off to Michael Palmer. He's getting around getting through the middle. About a 3-yard gain for Michael Palmer. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 7. Lucas Henry on the tackle for the Seagulls. Lucas Henry's been in on a lot of tackles tonight. I'd like to see how many he ends up with tonight.
Yeah, he's one of Everett's more productive players, it appears. His numbers come up a lot, name been mentioned fairly frequently.
Becerra hands off to Michael Palmer. And not much doing there.
They run that same play 2 times in a row here.
Didn't fool anybody there. Yeah, I think the main thing for Glacier Peak is they're just chewing the clock right now.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes left for the Seagulls. 51-19, 3rd down and 3.
A lot of time for the sophomores to get some action.
Clock's winding down. 4 minutes, 42 seconds. Becerra out of the shotgun. Michael Palmer back with him.
The pole's right in the way.
Becerra's keeping it. And he stretches out for a first down. Oh, but he fumbles. So they calling him down?
Yeah, they're calling him down. So, Tim, do you have a dynamic diesel play of the game?
Let me think about that for a second.
If it were up to me, it would be the muffed point after attempt that was run in for 2 points.
I tend to agree with you. That was a great heads-up play by the sophomore Branson Corwin on senior night. But that was a great heads-up play by Branson. Then he dives back in to get that extra 2 points. I would say that would be the dynamic diesel play of the game.
It's either that or it's the Everett play where Ayers was able to keep his feet and Williams came back to catch that pass and then ran that in for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Now we got Becerra on the quarterback keeper, good for about 2 or 3 yards. 3 minutes, 50 seconds, tackled by Michael Letourneau.
So Meadowdale leads 28-17 with 9:38 left.
28-17 Meadowdale. So if they hang on to that, they are going to be the Westco 3A champions, and they will take the number 1 seed out of the league. Oak Harbor will be number 2, and Glacier Peak will be number 3. Okay, Becerra out of shotgun. Hands off to Michael Palmer. He gets about 3 or 4 yards. He's going to be close to a first down. Probably going to bring up about 3rd and 2 for the Grizzlies. Maybe 3rd and 1. 3rd and 2, yeah. Not a good spot. 3rd and 3.
Palmer's getting a lot of action here in the 4th quarter.
Palmer is getting some great action, as are some of the other sophomores.
The offensive line's doing a good job for him. The young guys in, pushing the big boys, and I mean big boys from Everett around.
They are a big line. Okay, Becerra on the keeper, and I think he's going to get the first down, depending on where they mark that. Looks like they're marking it real close. Should be a first down. They are giving him the first down.
Having Becerra and a quarterback running the keeper is just completely different than having Lenny in there and do it, right?
It is different.
It's a little more smash-mouth football when he runs it.
Yeah,
right?
Lenny's a lot faster. You know, they told us earlier in the year that Lenny and Evan Nelson are the 2 fastest people on the team. And
yeah, but Becerra's probably got 40 pounds on Lenny.
Yeah. Becerra is a big guy compared to Linney. Becerra out of the shotgun, hands off to Michael Palmer, and he's met really quick. So, who was it? Lucas Henry got right through there and tripped him up.
Yeah, he was in the backfield quick on that one.
Got back to about the line of scrimmage. Minute 48 left in the game for...
That clock's just not stopping.
Clock, yeah, that's the worst enemy right now for Everett, but there's nothing they can do anyway. Not down by this many.
Looks like they still got 3 timeouts left.
Yeah, why burn them? Becerra out of the shotgun. Hands off to 22. Colin Park, and he's got nowhere.
Probably loss of a yard.
Yeah, maybe loss of a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Grizzlies. Down to about a minute 2 here.
Oh, they're saying he got back to the line of scrimmage, looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they may have given him a yard, actually. Ball on about the 27, 28-yard line. Might be the last play of the game coming up right here. 45 seconds left.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time. Good use of the clock by GP.
Hands off to Colin Park, and gets about 3 or 4 yards. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Grizzlies. 19 seconds left in the game, and that should do it. Well, that will do it, folks. No more plays after that. Okay, Glacier Peak 51, Everett Seagulls 19. Game over. Everett's eliminated from the playoffs. Glacier Peak walks home with the number 3 seed. What that means for us is we're going to be in Bellevue this next Friday night, and we got our hands full.
Yeah, so the Coach Rowe has some work to do to set up for a Bellevue game, because that's not like playing in the Wesco anymore.
No, it's a lot of nationally ranked teams have come up and tried to beat Bellevue, and it just doesn't work. They've even had the number 1 and the number 2 team in the last few years come up and try to beat them, and Bellevue sent them home packing with their tails between their legs.
Yeah,
so
they've got quite a program down there, so it's going to be a difficult game.
Yep, they're gonna need to be firing on all cylinders. But hey, that's why they play the games, because it's not out of the ordinary. It could happen. We'll have to see what happens. But if Glacier Peak's firing on all cylinders, Bellevue's having a little bit of an off night, you never know. Stay tuned,
High
folks.
school football,
it's
anything
high school
can happen.
Football, that's right. That's why they play the games.
So we'll be there, and we'll give it to them piece by piece all game long.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Tim Boyle, John McLean, Todd Elvig, executive producer, Bill Garrett, our fill-in spotter for the night. Thanks for joining us,
Scott
folks.
Oshman with
the call-in. But join us next Friday night as we bring you playoff football. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.